baseline hits. Drums keep flexing with a rapid attack like a shockwave bursting free. Baseline rises through the shaking flow where the low end loves to be. Heat rips faster when the tent swing wide and the night drops to its knee. Motion keeps cutting through the pressure zones with a fast shot guarantee. Breath hits sharper when the kick runs high like a pulsing battery. Ground shakes deeper as the rhythm cause pathways nobody sees. When I'm post tight and launches ahead with unstoppable energy. Nothing alive outruns this speed when the EDM trap agrees. No fear fits in when the speed runs wild. This pace hits hard like a storm compiled. Drop the limit, drop the limit. When the beat explodes, there's no end in it. Drop the limit, drop the limit. I break straight through when the baseline hits. Fade backward as the drums ignite and the crowd jumps out of time. Heat spreads outward through the broken air in a wide map redesign. Rhythm locks tighter on the fast-paced route with no pause and it's in time. Footsteps charge forward through the Kim floor where the echoes realign. Bass slams harder as the low end roars with a dark cut borderline. Burst sinks perfectly at furious speed that refuses to decline. Home scene grows massive when the drop rebuilds its own skyline. Nothing stops speed when the track consumes every front line sign. No fear fits in when the speed runs wild. This pace hits hard like a storm compiled. Drop the limit, drop the limit. When the beat explodes, there's no end in it. Drop the limit, drop the limit. I break straight through when the baseline hits.
Pressure keeps stacking, but the heartbeat stays colder than storms collide. Ground starts shifting, yet the stand stays locked where the strong reside. Noise keep rising, but the focus cuts clean through the fraying tide. Voices swing wild, yet the mind stays steady with nothing to hide. Momentum grips harder when the world throws weight on the uphill side. Every short echo breaks down fast when conviction is amplified. Steps turn louder as the fire grows deep in the bones inside. Nothing that moves can shake this path or divert the stride. No wave is strong enough to drag me low. No shove is loud enough to break my flow. Every hit fades out when the stance holds tight. No fold, no slip, no losing sight. Nothing can shake me when the beat erupts. Every pulse stands firm as the pressure jumps. No force rewrites what the will constructs. I keep my pace when the whole world bucks. Shadows lean closer, but the rhythm stays sharper than doubt can bend. Footsteps echo through the cracks that tremble but never extend. Every loud warning swings wide early and misses the true intent. Heat rolls stronger as the drop pushes past what the nights invent. Ground keeps booming while the focus climbs through the descending blend. Breath rise perfect on the cadence, carrying weight to the very end. Wall shifting word, but the movement breaks through every twist and bend. Nothing that it can claim control of the power I defend. No doubt it's deep enough to slow my stride. No glare is sharp enough to cut my pride. Every barrier falls when the drums ignite. No bad step, no drop, no losing fight. Nothing can shake me when the lights go out. Every beat locks in with a force compiled. No fear rewinds what the fire compiled. I break straight through with a steady style. Storm winds gather, but the stand stays rooted through every blast. Rhythm grows darker, yet the flame inside never burns out fast. Voices shout louder, but the focus stays stronger than pressure cast. Ground trembles heavy, yet the cadence holds firm and unsurpassed. Momentum keeps rising through the patterns and night recast. He spreads outward as the drive outruns everything. commands. Every new second turns weight into power that's overpassed. None of life shakes down the force, this core has a mess. No push is hard enough to tilt this frame. No thread is sharp enough to claim my aim. Every limit breaks when the tempo flames. No stall, no shift, no doubt remains. Nothing can shake me when the pace unties. Every hit rolls back when the rhythm flies. No pull drags down where the power lies. I hold this path till the whole world tries. I hold this path till the whole world tries.
Footsteps strike harder as the lights turn narrow along the rise. Pressure folds inward, but the push breaks clean through the thin disguise. Every old warning goes off quick once the baseline amplifies. Rhythm carves tunnels where the doubt falls short of its own size. Momentum grips heavy as the drive expands past the border ties. Heat builds stronger from the will that never compromise. Ground shakes steady in the past, the night itself can't revise. No force alive pulls back the root, this motion actualizes. No lock is tough enough to hold me still. No weight is strong enough to choke my will. Every closed gate falls when the beat aligns. No halt, no pause, no turning sign. I cut through the line when the rhythm breaks. Every hit makes room as the pressure shakes. No wall stands tall when the driver wakes. I force my path through the world it makes. Shadow slides sideways, but the strike keeps tearing through every frame. Steps burn deeper as the fire runs hotter inside the flame. Ground roars louder when ambition calls out the next domain. Noise turns distant when the focus outruns the whole terrain. Every tight corner gets split open by the speed I sustain. Weight climbs higher, but the backbone sharpens its contained. Rhythm keeps carving through the obstacles time has ordained. Nothing can hide from the pace this force has maintained. No chain is tough enough to slow my track. No shove is fierce enough to push me back. Every block dissolves when the drums combine. No slip, no drag, no losing line. I cut through the line when the floor expands. Every beat clears space that the world demands. No doubt cuts deep when the will withstands. I break straight through with my own two hands. Pulse keeps rising as a kick hits harder than fear intends. Haze pulls outward when the movement outruns the curves and bends. Voices fall silent once a rhythm outlasts the old defense. Heat moves forward through the cracks, the pressure never mends. Every rough moment becomes fuel, the next step extends. Breath locks perfect with the beat the whole night. Transcends momentum hits stronger than the weight the world pretends. Nothing stops pathways that my power recommends. No wall is thick enough to block this drive. No thread is harsh enough to cut my stride. Every barrier breaks when the tempo thrives. No backing off, no compromise. I cut through the line when the beat resets. Every step hits sharp like a battle net. No force stands firm when the course is set. I move this path with no regret.
Cadence snaps quicker than the shadows, racing to keep their track. Ground keeps shaking from the pressure building behind my back. Every warning falls too slow when the speed refuses slack. Rhythm I runs echoes, chasing the lines they can't unpack. Heat sweeps upward while the footsteps carve down a constant attack. Boundaries break open from the impact, none of them can crack. Every new moment fires the spark the night cannot hijack. Nothing alive can pace with the surge this engine brings back. No rival moves fast enough to match this beat. No voice calls loud enough to cut this heat. Every chase falls short when the drums ignite. No pause, no stall, no losing sight. Nobody outruns me when the bass turns bright. Baby outruns me when the bass turns bright. Every hit lands sharp like a torch in flight. No step keeps up when I tear the night. I move too fast for the world's on sight. Speed climbs higher with the pulse that pushes past every block. Shadows reach outward, but the motion breaks through the aftershock. Every stray whisper gets drowned out once the snare line's locked. Fiction burns deeper when the cadence slams like a ticking clock. Momentum blasts forward through the streets, the night can't stop. He stacks tightly in the beats that drag no weight in their walk. Pressure turns hollow as the climb outruns the barriers tall. Nothing can pace with the drive that won't ever stop. No sprint is quick enough to share this lane. No dare is sharp enough to shift my aim. Every chase runs flat when the tempo bites. No break, no fade, no losing height. Nobody outruns me when the lamps go low. Every line cuts clean through the afterglow. No rival stands close when the fast winds blow. I move ahead where they can't go. Rhythm snaps harder as the boost hits deeper than dusk expects. Faint trails vanish when the speed erases their failed effects. Every tight corner folds apart when momentum reconnects. Heat rolls out with breaking lines the world neglects. Drive hammers forward through the haze the night collects. Breath locks perfect to the ticking pace it protects. Nothing alive can match the force this rush projects. I outrun limits, this whole world reflects. No pace is sharp enough to cross my stride. No path is wide enough to run beside. Every race stops cold when the tempo lights. No stall, no slow, no losing rights. Nobody outruns me when the beat lifts high. Every outruns me when the beat lifts high. Every hit tears through like a battle cry. No step keeps up when the path goes dry. I move so fast that the night can't try.
Soy una bestia del target.
Pressure hits early, but the pulse runs hotter than steel in a building blaze. Footsteps slam heavy as the ground keeps bending to the weight that I raise. Walls push inward, but momentum slices straight through the narrowest maze. Voices fade quickly when the bass line enters and everything shakes. Storm level rhythm keeps peeling the dust from the floor as the night vibrates. Boundary lines crumble when the movement grows past everything it hates. Every new second turns into fuel for the climb that ambition creates. Nothing on earth can slow down the force that this fire activates. No chain is strong enough to slow this run. No shadow wide enough to block this sun. Every warning fades when the beat hits strong. No break, no stall, no dragging along. Nobody stops me when the rhythm fires. Every step bursts out like lightning wires. No wall stands firm when the pace climbs higher. I push straight through with a burning desire. Motion keeps rising as the kick hits quicker than doubts can react. Baseline punches like a force down, hammer refusing to retract. Crowd noise trembles when the footsteps chase down the exact impact. Heat spills upward from friction, burning the air as the beat stays intact. Momentum cars highways where hesitation never makes contact. Breathe sings tightly with a speed too sharp or fear to distract. Ground keys booming to a cadence, leading the world's next soundtrack. Every new push stacks weight on a wheel that refuses to crack. No lock is tough enough to bar this way. No fear, sharp enough to force delay. Every limit drops when the drums collide. No pause, no slip, no stepping aside. Nobody stops me when the lights turn red. Every breath pulls drums hard like a war drum spread. No force pulls back what the drive has led. I cut straight through where the brave ones tread. Ground starts shaking from the surge exploding beneath both feet. Velocity builds in a wildfire rhythm, refusing defeat. Shadow step backward when the echo rumbles across every street. Way that a night splits open as the cadence marks the beat. Forward control locks tight where pressure and fire meet. Power climbs higher as the grind resets and refuses retreat. Momentum charges like a loaded storm and no way to compete. Nothing alive is the strength to contend with this heat. No voice is loud enough to drown this stride. No hand firm enough to pull me aside. Every barrier falls when the tempo spikes. No halt, no drag, no second strike. Nobody stops me when the pace breaks loose. Every hit shakes deep like a steel head bruise. No threat stands tall when the drop breaks through. I keep this run till the whole world moves. I step in clean with a tight cup flow, pushing my pulse where the baselines go. I move on beat like a shadow throw, cover my pace through the underglow. I keep that swing in the skill set stance, spinning no room with a frontline dance. I run my lane with a warlike chance, like my breath in a burst advance. I don't slow pace when the flow kicks back. I get that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. I step in the flame when the rhythm hits. Every bar runs deep like a power split. No holding off when the ground goes lit. I ride that groove till the whole room fits. I shift my weight with a sharp set slide, bending my force through the city wide. I chase that beat with a hardcore stride, letting my form hit a blazing tide. I lock my eyes on the next beat drop, pushing my breath through a pressure. I take that hit with a non-stop chop, driving my stance to the mountain top. I don't slow pace when the flow kicks back. I keep that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. I step in the flame when the bass gets loud. Every hit shakes deep like a better bone crowd. No losing step when the stakes get proud. I ride that post till the night bows down. I need no fan when I stay online with a war set groove, cutting my frame through the midnight move. I grip that beat with a storm bomb proof, burning my mark in the back room roof. I drop my breath through a tight knit curve, rolling my weight in a front line swerve. I break that calm with a heat reserve, pushing my will through a heavy serve. I don't slow pace when the flow kicks back. I keep that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. I step in the flame when the kick locks in. Every tone hit sharp with a war drum spin. No stepping soft when the nights begin. I move that beat to the whole world bend. I let me find what I'm. Baseline rips open as the lights flash quick and the ground starts shaking in waves. Footsteps cut deeper with a war cut stride, pushing heat through the narrowest caves. Pressure folds sideways, but the rhythm breaks through every wall that the night engraves. Motion climbs higher as the airflow splits and the whole crowd watches amazed. Snare snaps harder when the post gets tight and the fasted energy raves. Beat sinks perfect with the rapid drum kicks to the heavy low and bass. But most of it's harder than the citywide noise that the echo never saves. Nothing outruns this surge in the dark when the forward force speeds. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild straight into my vein. Make the flow shake, make the flow shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make the flow shake, make the flow shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. Speed builds quickly when the kick steps in and the pressure doubles its weight. Heat rolls upward when the baseline bends and the echoes reverberate. Crowd jumps higher as the synths explode and the drums recalibrate. Motion carves tunnels through the noise outside till the dark can't compensate. Rhythm strikes early with a lightning pulse that the shadows can't translate. Footsteps land sharper on the concrete floors, a barrier separate. Every new second turns the slowest doubt and the fuel accelerate. Nothing alive outpaces the force when the night can't correlate. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild straight into my vein. Make a flow. Blur sideways as the tempo spikes and the rhythm overflows. Heat slams downward through the snare cut air where the wildest tension grows. Bass cracks open like a breaking storm as the heavy low and glows. Drums kick harder with a fast-paced fire that the whole night undertow. Press stay steady while the synth line bends and the shapes the speaker throws. Footsteps chase forward through the shaking floor where the final drop unfolds. Momentum surges through the rising smoke till the last restraint explodes. Nothing on earth outruns this speed when the EDM tremolo flows. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild straight into my vein. Into my vein. Make the flow shake, make the flow shake. When the drop gets loud, every wall will break. Make the flow shake, make the flow shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. Baseline spirals through the floor so fast that the walls can barely grab. Motion explodes like a frontline blast cut in space with its aftermath. Lights draw load and spike again as the rhythm redraws its path. Red locks right with a charge up pace matching every heavy crab. Steps it hard through the darkness zone with a sin split like a shaft. He crushes forward with a snail it flare that the shadows can't outlast. Nothing derails this rise and run when the tempo moves that fast. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop is little up, burn through the noise. I rise so fast, every walk destroys. Speed builds sharply when the hi-hats roll like sparks across the steel. Bass shakes downward through the midnight air where the pressure turns surreal. Footsteps chase echoes with a razor glide, no barrier can't conceal. Rhythm unfolds like a storm come map that the dark can't repel. He forms patterns from the friction lines of the past hit. Steps reveal. Moton breaks open every tight set like the old outside the sail. Paraphrase perfectly on the snare line, route to the heat and drops ideal. Nothing keeps pace with a force like this when the urge becomes real. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop is hot with a whoop on poise. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. I rise so fast, every walk destroys. Burn through the noise. Push forward with a wide format console. Motion keeps filling every inch of space, nothing left to patrol. Drum strike louder with a lightning pulse that the floor can't swallow whole. Footsteps rush faster through the booming zone where the idiot and waste patrol. Every last second pours fuel on speed until nothing feels dull. Nothing on earth outruns this dry when